Mm.
Hello.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
All right. Oh, all right.
Okay. Hi,
Okay.
George.
Hi, how are you? Sorry, I've had to miss all the DAfs. I've done them, but just not with you guys.
We are on Ayin Ches,
I had okay.
78.
Yep.
We're dealing with the laws of murder. Ton Rabbanan. Hiku asor b'nei adam basor maklois. So 10 different people struck the same person, each one with their own stick, umes, and the guy died. So whether or not bein b'vasachas, bein b'zachar, whether they all struck the person simultaneously, or they struck him sequentially, the Tanakama learns Pturim. Because you can only charge one person with murder. The last guy, he agrees that when they struck simultaneously, no one is chayiv. But when they struck sequentially, the guy who struck last, he's the one that approximated the murder, the death. They both learn their halacha from the same pasuk, because it says v'ish ki akeh kol nefesh adam mos yumas. Rabbanan Sarvi kol nefesh ad deika kol nefesh, until one man removes the soul completely from one person. Here there were 10 people who removed it. We hold like the Chachamim that they're all potter. Even if you killed because you removed some of his nefesh, is enough. But we don't paskin like that. A treifa is defined halachically as a person who the doctors have said cannot survive 12 months. You kill such a person, you're potter. Because in a sense, he's already dead. Now, to complicate matters, begosas bidei shamayim. Let's say somebody is sick. He has some illness. It's not that he was struck by somebody. He was ill, and he's on his deathbed. And you kill him, chayiv, because there was no other action that caused his death. And all of his nefesh that he had, you took it away. Now, lo nechlaku, the machlokas between the chacham and Rishon b'seira, ela begoises b'dei adam. somebody was struck by a human being, and he's sick because of it, and he's a goses. He's about to die. Mar medami leili treifa. The Chachamim say he's like a treifa. And therefore, if you kill him, you wouldn't be executed. Mar medami leili legoses b'dei shemayim, which makes you chai. Now, man medami leili treifa, the one who the Chachamim compare him to a treifa. Why isn't he like somebody who's dying from a natural cause? So goyses b'dei shemayim, no action was done to kill him. But here, since he was struck by another person, that's what made him sick. Rav Yehuda who compares him to a goyes b'dei shemayim, my time treifa. Why doesn't he consider him a treifa? Treifa is mechatche simonim. For example, he has some kind of mum. Let's say one of it, either his trachea or his esophagus was injured. It's like you shechted one of the simonim. He's considered like someone who was shechted. Lo mechatche simonim. The goy says here, there's nothing missing. He doesn't have any mum. He's just generally weak. So it's like killing an old person. You'd be chayiv misa for that. We hold that if you kill a treifa, you would be potter. Yeah, but if you kill a goyses, you're chayiv, unless he was. Goyses b'dei adam, we pass on the chacham that you'd be potter. Yes. Yes, Mario.
So a treifa is a person who's sick and will die within 12 months. But
no, he's not sick. He has some kind of mum. He has some
but
kind.
That's not from heaven. Just it's not caused by Hashem. The mum.
No, he was struck. He has a makkah, and he won't be healed from it. That's a definite. It's like when you shecht an animal. That's how the Chachamim explain.
Oh, okay, all right.
But we say goyses from an illness where there was you weren't struck. There you're not allowed to kill a goyses. That's why it's so difficult. End of life issues that you touch somebody, turn off the ventilator and all these. You're chayv nisa. It's a ritzicha. That's why daf gets so difficult. Tani Tala coming Rav Sheshes. The ish ki aker kol nefesh adam. Lavi amakes chaveiro ve'ein bo kidei lahamis. Let's say you struck a person with a blow, but it was not a strong enough blow that you would kill him. Uba acher v'amiso, and a second party comes and kills him. That guy shu chayiv. Or shu chayiv. The Gemara initially learns. We're talking about the first guy. For the Gemara, why would he be chayiv? Ein bo kedei la'amis. Pshita that the Gemara understands that the second guy is chayiv. We understand because the first guy didn't strike him with a blow hard enough, and so the second guy that is going to be chayiv. Ella, we have to understand that what it means is that the first guy struck him, sheyesh po kedei la'amis, but he didn't die. Uva acher v'amiso shu chayiv. Ustamak read him and say, well, this is not like the Chachamim. This is like the case where 10 people strike him and the 10th person is chayiv. Amar Rava, ahorig is a treifa potter. You kill a treifa, you're not chayiv. What if a treifa shaharak, a treifa killed somebody else? So it's a very interesting din here. If the treifa did it bifnei beis din, the beis din didn't need Eidim to testify against him, but they themselves saw it, then they would kill him. Shelo bifnei beis din, where they would need to rely on Eidim, then he's potter. The Gemara will explain. Bifnei beis din, my time chayiv, because it says uviarta rami kirbecha. Beis Din sees evil, they have to get rid of it. And they're Makai that. But Shalom if they Beis Din Potter. Why? Because Havi Le'edus Shiate Echolazimo. Now, any witnesses that you cannot make those witnesses Eidim Zomimim by saying, oh, they were with us at a certain time and place, then we can't accept that Edus. Because these Eidim are giving, they gave Hasra to a treifa. And a treifa, if you kill a treifa, so what did they try to do to kill him? But you'd be potter for that. So you can't make them real Eidim Zomimim. And therefore, the Beis Din would not be able to. It's a loophole. They would not be able to accept that edus. So if the treifa killed in front of Beis Din, then they could put him to death, but not with edim. Amar Rava, haroiveya as a treifa. You commit homosexuality with a treifa, chayiv. You'd be put to death. But a treifa sharava, if a man who was a treifa had homosexual relations with another man, again, bifnei Beis Din chayiv. If he did it in front of Beis Din could put him to death. But shalom bifnei Beis Din potter, because bifnei Beis Din chayiv tzechsiv v'yarta rami kirbecha. But shalom bifnei Beis Din potter, the havile edu shiata echol azima. Again, these edim zomimim, these edim would not be able to be made zomimim because they wouldn't be killed because he, as a treifa, could not be killed. Now the Gemara wants to hasu lamali. Why did I need both of these cases? The cases if a treifa kills and the treifa has homosexuality. Hainu it's the same case. So the Gemara says, "Aroveas a treifa itzrach kalei." If somebody has relations with a treifa, there's a chiddush. Mao to say, the one that the man had relations with is considered like a mace. Maybe Levi Kamad Mishamish mace. It's as if he's having necrophilia, like he's living with a dead body. That you're not killed for that. No, you're killed because the person had hana. He had hana, even though because the guy was still alive. Amar Rava, Eidim she'idim she'idu betreifa. Eidim that give testimony about a treifa who committed an avera, and the avera was chiyuv misa, v'huzmu, and two other eidim say, no, they were with us in Disneyland on that time. Ein nerogim, because you wouldn't put the guy that they testified. He's already dead, like we said before, so they're not put to death. But Eidei Treifa, if the Eidim themselves were Treifa, and they gave testimony, then they were found to be Zomim, Shuzmu Nerogin, we put them to death. Ravash Yomar Filu Eidei Treifa Shehuzmu Ein Nerogin. No, if the Eidim, the witnesses were Treifa, we don't put them to death. The Fisha Einam Zomim Zomim, because you can't go another step with Eidim Zomim. Because the other Eidim trying to make him guilty would also not be able to be killed because he doesn't get the death penalty. Amar short treifa shaharag, fine. If a veterinarian said that this shore can't live 12 months and it gored somebody to death, you put the animal to death. V'shor shalodam treifa, but if the owner of the shore was a treifa and his shore killed Potter, my timer, Hashor Yisakel, the Gambalav Yumas, the Torah talks about killing the owner of the shore too, even though that's only referring to monetary payments. But the Torah says you must. Now you can't kill him because he's already a treifa. Kolechad the Karinim Bay, the Gambalav Yumas, if you could go ahead and put the owner to death technically, then Karinam Be'ashor Yisrael. Then you could carry out the punishment of skila to the shore. But if you can't fulfill the balav yumas lo karina beva, sure you suck him. He's already a treifa, so you're not really killing him. Rav Asher Rafilu short treifa nami shoharak potter. Rav Ashi comes to disagree with the above Gemara, to say that a shore that was adjudicated to be treifa and that shore kills, he would be potter. My time. Kiven the ilu bailim aviptiri. Since if the bailim were treifa, we say they're potter, shore nami potter, because the Torah sort of equates the owner with the shore. Okay. Mishnah. Hamakas chavero. You strike a person, bein be'evan, bein be'egrov, whether you struck him with a stone or with your fist. I'm sorry, I skipped. Shisa bosakela, Amrav Acha bar Yaakov. We said there was a machlokas in the Mishnah, if you hold a snake with its venom right into somebody's flesh, so the Rav Yehuda said he'd be chayiv for Misa, but the Chacham say no, because you still need the snake to do something. Rav Yehuda is learning that the venom is right in the teeth. It's already there. So it's like using a knife, a poison knife. You'd be chayiv b'sayiv, like a rotzach. And then the nachash would be potter, because nachash didn't do anything. But the different chacham just the opposite. Eres nachash me'atzmahu meki. It's like he vomits the venom. So the snake is doing something. So therefore, it's just the opposite. Lefichach nachash b'skila. The nachash is killed like any other animal that kills a human being, because he actually did something. The hamakish potter, the guy who put the snake to the flesh of the person, would be potter because it's a grama. Mishnah. You struck somebody with a stone or a fist, bamdu, and the doctor said lemisa, he's going to die. He killed, and then he got better. Mimashahaya. The doctors weren't right, and then he had a recovery. Then he got sick and he died. Chayiv. We still say you're chayiv. But the Chayyim potter. Because Shuraglaim Ladova, they was getting better. And there must be a different reason. We paskin like the Tanakam of the Mishnah, that he's put to death. Parabon. Ezudosh Rab Nechemia, Im Yakum, if an injured person gets up, Bisalech Bachut Samishanto, and he can walk on a cane, Vinika Makeh, the one who struck him has to be punished. He has to pay for disability and medical costs. What do we need? Understand. It can't mean that the makeh is going to get killed. This guy is walking around in the market. He's walking around the market, you're going to kill this guy? Ella, this pasuk is talking about L'zeh shamdu lemisa. Rav Nachman is saying, this pasuk is talking about initially, the doctor said he was going to die. They killed him, and he got better. And he started walking around. But then he got sick again, v'meis, Drew Potter. What do the Chachamim do with that? Malamed shechoivshim also. When a person struck a person with a blow like that, you put him in prison until we figure out what's going to happen. The nikah makeh means we free him from jail. Rav Nechemia Chavishimino, where does Rav Nechemia learn that you put him in jail? Yalef b'mil koshesh. In Moshe Rabbeinu's time, there was a guy who was makoshesh eitzim, and it says in the pasuk vayanichu oso b'mishmar. They put him in jail. Rabbi Nami lilfim in makoshesh. Why didn't the Chachamim learn from makoshesh? Because makoshesh bar katolu. The makoshesh, Moshe Rabbeinu knew that it was death penalty. Just they didn't know which one. Moshe Lavi Yada Ketela B'mai. Was it skila? Was it sreifa? This case, where a person struck somebody, and the guy's in bed, we don't know if he's going to die. So you can't learn from a Makoshin. We knew the Makoshin was going to be killed. We just didn't know what type of death penalty. Here we don't know at all. So there's no comparison. So Rav Nechemia Yalev Mimagadev. There's another case in the Torah where a person cursed Hashem, and there also they put him into prison. There they didn't know what his punishment was. So and Moshe had to put it until Hashem told them. So Chachamim say we can't learn from there because Megadiv's are Rosh Shai. So it was a psak only for that generation. Kidditanya. Yodei Moshe Rabbeinu Shemakoshesh Chayv Misa. Moshe knew that the Makoshes was Chayv Misa. Because it already said, Sharei Nemo Shmartem Esat Shabbos, he violated Shabbos. Ki Kodeshu Lachem Mechalem Os Yumas. So it already said if you're Mechal Shabbos, you get Misa. Ella. Lahar Yodei Beza Misa Nera. They just didn't know with what punishment. Shenemar Ve'anicho So B'mishmar Lo Farash Ma Yaselo. Ava Magadif Lo Nemar Bo. When the person who cursed Hashem, they didn't know anything because it says Vayanichu b'mishmar lefaresh lahem al pi Hashem. Shelo haya Moshe yodeh im hu ben misa kol ikarim lav. Moshe didn't know bichlal that he was the death penalty. So Bishmal Rav Nechemia Hainu Tichsivi Treum Umdini. We need two psukim that are talking about where the doctors mistakenly made an error in judgment. Because it says v'chiruvuna nashim, two people are fighting. V'ka'ish Yisraelu be'evno begraf. One person strikes another person with a stone or his fist. V'lo yamus v'nafal mishka. But he didn't die, he's in bed. That teaches us that after an injury, the doctors have to be called to find out what's going on. Is he going to die or not? Then in the next pasuk, it says, "Im yakum v'yisalech b'chutz." If he gets up, he's walking around al mishanto v'nikam makeh. So the first umdana is a case where the guy was going to get better completely. And the second case, right? Chad shamdu mitchilu l'misa v'chaya. Right? They said, oh yeah, this is a killing blow. This is not a killing blow. No, it was a killing blow, but he lived. V'chad abdul l'misa v'hekel mima shaya, but he got better. But then after time, he died. So for Rav Nechemia, it makes sense why he had two psukim. El Rabbanan Treilum din Ilamali. Why do I need these two psukim? Echad shamdu l'misa v'chaya. He just has to pay damages. Ve'echad shamdu l'chayim v'meis. Sometimes the doctor says he's going to live, and then he dies. He still has to pay. How does Rav Nechemia know those halachas? Abdul l'chayim v'meis. If they said he was going to live and he died, lo tzarich kra. We know for sure. Shari yotzmi bezin zakai. If he was going to be, Bezdin never adjudicated him to death, so there was never a death verdict on him. Ton Rabbanon. Hamakes chaver v'amdu l'misa. Person struck somebody, and the doctor said he's going to die. B'chaya. Partner, so he doesn't have to. He may have to pay medical bills and damages, but he's not put to death. Amdu l'misa v'hakel mima shahaya. Initially, they said he was going to die, and then he got better. So, they do another evaluation. How much is he going to have to pay? Damages. And after he paid, or they said he had to pay, he ended up dying. We follow the oimid where he was going to live, so we don't kill him. No. Ein oimid acher oimid. It's clear that when he died, the second oimid was mistaken. The initial oimid was the correct one where they said he was going to die. Tani Yidich Misa. They made an adjudication he was going to die. He got better, and they say he's going to live. Or vice versa. They say he was going to live l'chaim. Then he died. In Emder Misa. He's potter from the Rishon. Adu Lamisa Vakel Mimashahaya. They said he was going to die, but he got better. The second estimation is how much damages he has to pay. Then later on he dies. So he has heirs. He has to pay nezek v'tzar. From when does he pay? From when he struck him. Ustama Rav Nechemya. This part is like Rav Nechemya because according to Chachamim, Yechayiv Misa if he got better. Mishnah. You were shooting at an animal and you killed a person. So he didn't have kavanah to kill the person. You were aiming at a non-Jew, where you're not chayv and based in for killing him. He killed a Jew. Or you were at kavanah l'nefilim, a miscarried child who's not going to live 30 days, where there's no chiyuv as a murderer. V'hargas ben chaim, you killed a regular person. Potter. You have to have kavanah to the person you want to kill. You wanted to hit him on his leg, and and it was not enough of a blow if you hit him on his leg to kill him. But when you aimed it, it hit on his heart. And there, Potter. He didn't have kavanah, the full, from A to B, didn't have complete kavanah. He had kavanah to throw him on his heart. And there was enough strength there to kill him. But it hit his leg. There was not enough power to kill him. But still, Vameh is Potter. By the way, we're on Ayin Test. Mario, you wanna switch it?
Hold on.